So we're gonna start straight away with the bolster. So take the bolster, put the bolster toward the back of the mat, sit in front, but keep a bit of space between the bolster and your buttocks. Put your feet down on the ground, knees bent. Lay down over the bolster. The bolster will be supporting your chest, not the lumbar spine. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, roll the arms outward. If you need to, you can put a folded blanket behind your head. Eyes closed. And allow your body to soften. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, and then sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe it without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, exhalation have the same length? Or one of them is naturally longer? Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there to observe, is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open, even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long and deep breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and becoming more compact with every exhalation. Observe your chest expanding, held by the bolster. With every inhalation, your front ribs open. And with every exhalation, move closer together. Become aware of every small movement. Keep your body relaxed and keep a long and deep breath. Breathe deeper and deeper. With a long and deep breath. Three more breaths. At the end of the third breath, inhale deeply and hold your breath. While holding your breath, relax your body and observe the tensions moving on your body. Exhale freely. And again, inhale deeply. And hold your breath. While holding your breath, observe the tensions on your body. And then exhale freely. One more time, inhale deeply. Hold your breath. And exhale freely. Go back to a normal breath. And now take control again. Inhale. Exhale completely. Use also your abdominal muscles to push the air out. And at the end of the exhalation, hold your breath. Relax your body, relax your belly, and observe the diaphragm moving up just a tiny bit in between, inside your ribcage. Inhale. Exhale fully. Hold your breath. Relax your belly. And observe the natural movement of the diaphragm moving up. One more time, inhale. Exhale deeply. Hold your breath. Relax your belly. And allow the diaphragm to move up. Go back to a normal breath again. Let it flow freely, without controlling. And observe how your breath is light and subtle. From your next breath, start a Viloma 1 technique, the technique where you add some pauses during the inhalation. And with every hold, you try and relax your body to allow more air into your lungs. So, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, till you reach a full inhalation. When no more air can enter your lungs, hold your breath. Relax your belly. And just before the exhalation, inhale one more time. Inhale, pose. Inhale, pose. Inhale, pose. Inhale, pose. Inhale, pose till you reach a full inhalation. When no more air can enter your lungs, hold your breath. Relax your belly. And just before the exhalation, inhale one more time. We're gonna do it one more time. Go beyond the comfort zone. Inhale, pose, till you reach full inhalation. There, hold your breath. Relax your body. And inhale one more time before the exhalation. Go back to a normal breath, not controlled. And keeping your breath not controlled, bring your arms in cactus pose. Keep the elbows lined with your shoulders. Keep the full arm parallel to the ground as much as you can. Feel the stretch on your upper chest. But relax all the muscles that are not needed. 3 more breaths. At the end of the third breath, push with your feet against the ground and lift your hips. Align with the bolster. Just keeping the spine as much as you can straight. Stay there. Now bring the 2 elbows closer together until you touch forearm and elbows. And keeping the 2 elbows close or even touching, lift gently your hands and forearm without separating the elbows. Go back down with your buttocks and straighten your arms parallel to each other up to the sky. Okay. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your hips again. And keeping your arms straight and the shoulders wide, allow the arms to go down behind your head. Keep the arms parallel to each other. Stay there. Really slowly, start lowering your hips, but tilt your hip backward in order to lengthen your lumbar spine, to stretch your lumbar spine. Stay there. At the end of the third breath, lift your arms up to the sky. Once that you have your arms up to the sky, open your arms wide. Keep it straight and open it to the side. Allow the gravity to help you open your chest. 3 breaths. Bring your arms up again. And now lower your arms completely. Relax your arms completely. Okay. Keep the shoulder blades toward the waist, away from the head. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders. If you have a folded blanket, take it out. Inhale. And with exhalation, start pushing with the feet against the ground and lift your hips higher than the bolster. Go to your maximum. Stay there, 3 breaths. The end of the 3rd breath, slowly lower your hips. Tilt your hip backward and allow the buttocks to go all the way down to the ground, but still keeping the lumbar spine long. Okay. Good. Roll on your right side. Push with the left hand. With the bolster toward the front of the mat. And sit on your heels on the back of the mat. Keep your knees as wide as the mat and keep your big toes touching and exactly at the same level. We're just gonna wait a few seconds for Hilda. Now, put your hands down on the ground, not too far from your knees. Create circles with your whole spine, but do it gently. Do it softly. Then also on the other side. Now, tilt your hip forward, push your chest forward and shoulders back. Again, gently, more gently than usual. Exhale, round your spine. Stretch your back. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, around your spine. Do it at your own pace, synchronizing movement and your breath. 2 more breaths. Forward with your hands. And put your hands over the bolster. Even the wrists over the bolster. Keep the arms straight and the fingers active till the very tip. Keep the shoulders wide and allow your chest and head to drop down toward the ground, but still keeping the arms active, straight, till the very tip of your fingers. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, still keeping in this position, still keeping the hands and wrists over the bolster. Push with the hands and wrists against the bolster, just to lift up your head a few millimeters. And there, start pushing your sternum forward and the shoulders back, so even more active. The head doesn't touch the ground now. Keep on pushing with the arms against the bolster to activate the muscles around the shoulders. Keep the sternum forward and the shoulders and shoulder blades back. So a more active way. And now, really slowly, take your time, really slowly. Put your hands down on the ground. Walk back with your hands toward the knees and again create circles, gentle circles with the whole spine. Both on one side and on the other side. And again, like we did before, tilt your hip forward when you inhale, look up. Exhale, round your spine, push with the hands gently against the ground to stretch your back. Inhale, tilt your hip forward, with the shoulders back, lift your chin. Exhale, round your spine. Synchronize the movement with your breath. 2 more breaths. Again, gently, softly. Okay, now walk forward with your hands. And put your hands in Spider-Man over the bolster. So it's just the tip of your fingers touching the bolster. So maybe you will need to move the bolster a little bit forward. Just the tip of the fingers touching the bolster, not the palm of the hand. And slowly start lowering your chest. Keep the arms straight. Allow the head to drop down toward the ground. You can touch it or not, this is not important. Stay there for 3 breaths. Arms straight and active. At the end of the 3rd breath, like we did before, start pushing with the tip of the fingers against the bolster in order to lift your head just a tiny bit. Push the chest even more down toward the ground. Keep the shoulders wide, moving the shoulders back and shoulder blades back too. Keep the arms straight. Stay there. Slowly, again, take your time. First, move the palm of the hand down on the bolster. Then put your hands down on the ground and walk back with your hands toward the knees. Like we did before, again, create gentle circles with the whole spine. Create a soft movement. No need to overdo. Be gentle today. Then also on the other side. Now tilt your hip forward, out your spine, lift your chin. Exhale, round your spine. Stretch your back. Create movement synchronized with your breath. But again, keep it easy, keep it soft. Okay, now move the bolster toward the middle of the mat. And I want you to put your shoulder blades right over the bolster. just the shoulder blades. The shoulders are not supported by the bolster. Interlace the hands behind your occiput. Put your feet down on the ground, knees bent. Lift your hips and allow head and shoulders to drop down toward the ground. So the head and the hands can touch to the ground. The shoulders will be middle way between the bolster and the ground. Tilt your hip backward in order to keep the lumbar spine long. Stay there. Now, bring the two elbows close to each other like you want to wrap your head in between your forearm and keeping the head in between the forearm. Lift your head and stay there. Activate your abdominal muscles, but even there, in a kind of gentle way. Stay there. And slowly lower your head and hands again down on the ground. Relax your arms, allow the two elbows to open. Move the 2 feet together, still keeping the buttocks lifted. Inhale. With exhalation, move the 2 elbows close to each other and lift your head again. Stay there. And again, lower your head and relax your arms. Now, lift your right foot and put the right foot, the base of the foot, over the left knee. Inhale. And with exhalation, bring the 2 elbows close to each other and lift your head. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go down, change side. So put your right foot down, lift your left foot and put it over the right knee. Inhale. With exhalation, bring the 2 elbows close to each other and lift your head. Stay there. And slowly lower your head and foot. Tilt your hip backward and really slowly start lowering your buttocks, keeping the lumbar spine long. Now, bring the 2 elbows close to each other. Lift your hips again. Roll on your right side. Push with the left hand and sit up. Since we have the bolster, we're going to use the bolster. So sit over the bolster. Just simply over the bolster. If your bolster is a little bit too squishy, put a block under the bolster so it will be a little bit more supportive. Put your hands over the top of your thighs. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Belly in. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side. And on the other side. Okay. Interlace the hands behind your buttocks. And then start straightening your arms. Put your hands down over the bolster, so touch the bolster with your hand. Then push the chest forward and up, arching the spine, so tilt also your hips forward. 3 breaths. And relax. Now, I want you to put your hands just behind the bolster, grabbing the bolster, and straighten your arms. Push with the hands against the bolster to push your chest forward and up. 3 breaths. And relax. Hands down on the ground. Inhale, tilt your head forward, push your chest forward, and look a little bit higher than your eye level. Push with the hands against the ground, and without moving your hand, I want you to push the hand toward the knees. So this movement will help you push your chest even more forward. So push the hands down and back without moving your hands. Stay there. And relax. We're gonna do it 2 more times. So really push the hands down and imagine that you want to move the hands touching the knees. So this movement, but without moving the hand. So since the hand cannot move, it will be the chest and the spine moving. So put your hands firmly on the ground. And now start pushing with the hands down and back, allowing the chest to move forward. The more that you can, look a little bit higher than your eye level. And relax. In this position, create circles with your hips along the spine, both on one side and on the other side. And now again, push the hands down on the ground. Imagine that you want to move the hands toward the knees. And therefore, push the chest forward, arch your spine. Push again. Keep on pushing, and relax. Okay, lift it also. Put your right hand in contact with the base of your right foot. Okay, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, lift your left arm, and twisting your torso, move the left hand gently back, just a tiny bit back, not too much. Look back on the other side, breathe. Yes, exactly. And relax. Back to the starting position. Put your left hand in contact with the base of the left foot. Start twisting your torso to the left. Lift your right arm up. Look down and back. And push the right hand back gently, not too much. Do it easily today. 3 breaths. And back. Well, easily, we're still working. but try and find a compromise where your breath is completely calm and relaxed. So no need to push, but just to find this sweet spot where you can actually relax in a position in an asana. Now, put your right foot forward, still keeping the left foot next to the bolster. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Put your left hand outside of your right knee and push with your hand against the leg. But in the meantime, push also with the leg against the hand, helping a twisting motion to your torso. Put your right hand on the left side of your bolster if you can. Yes, beautiful. Lift the sternum and look behind you. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to center and change sides. So put your right foot back next to the bolster. Put your left foot forward. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Twist to the left. Put your right hand outside of your left knee. Push with the hand against the knee. Push with the knee against the hand. Twist deeper. Put your left hand, if you can, outside of your right side of the bolster and look back. Inhale, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Exhale, twist. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, come back to center. Put both feet forward, quite wide, as wide as the mat, or even wider, if it's more comfortable for you. Tilt the head forward, round your spine, and allow your arms to relax down on the ground. Relax your neck, relax your back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, roll both arms inward. Slide the arm under your knee and put your hand, with the palm of the hand facing the sky, next to the bolster. Yes, beautiful, perfect. Allow the head to drop down. Allow the hand, if it's possible, to walk back, still next to the bolster. As much as you can back. Now really slowly, start walking forward with your feet, widening your stance. And keep on walking back with your hands. Find a position where you can still breathe comfortably. If it's actually quite comfy for you, you can keep on walking forward with your feet, lowering your chest and head. Find your sweet spot and stay there. Try and relax as much as you can your body. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, walk back with your feet and come back up, all the way up. Put your feet in Pada Konasana. Put your hands in front of the bolster. There, tilt your hip forward, push your chest forward, shoulders back and back, push with the hands against the ground, against the bolster to help push the chest even more forward. Look higher than your eye level. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, tilt your hip forward, round your spine, and go all the way down. Use just the gravity to go down, not the force. Just let go. Focus on your breath. Observe your breath. Become a witness of your breath. Even if your body is working, stay there. And slowly come back up. Okay. Put your feet down on the ground again. Put your hands in front of the knees. Create circles with the old spine. Both on one side. And on the other side. Okay, now move the feet a little bit closer to the bolster. Put your hands down on the ground with the fingers pointing back. Inhale. And with exhalation, push with the feet and the hands against the ground to lift the hips. Stay there. And down. Put the left foot in the middle of the mat. Put your right foot right over the left knee. And lift your buttocks. Push with your right foot against the knee to help you lift the hips. And down. Change side, so put your right foot down, left foot over the right knee, and lift. Push with the left foot against the knee, and down. Now, sit on the bolster again, but toward the front of the bolster. Keep the 2 knees together. Belly in, activate your abdominal muscles, and lean back. Put your hands down on the ground or behind the bolster to go as much as you can without feeling tensions on the lumbar spine. So if you feel tensions, just stay there. You don't need to go all the way down. It's not an exercise for that. And gently come back up. Create circles with your hips on the spine. So, and also on the other side. Now lift your hips. Interlace the hands behind your buttocks, straighten your arms, and lean back. Just a tiny bit, just a few centimeters. Do not arch your spine. And back. I'm gonna do it one more time. Lean back without arching your spine, so keep the belly in. And back. Now, take the bolster and put the bolster over the over the ankles. Keep the knees as wide as the hips and sit. See that? For someone, this exercise is super easy, super comfy. For others, not so much, because we're pushing even more pressure on the top of your feet, which need to be stretched sometimes. Okay, now lift your torso again. Belly in. Interlace the hands behind your sacrum, straighten the arms. And just like we did before, lean gently back, just a tiny bit, without arching the spine. And back. So you don't need to lean back a lot. One more time. Back. Straighten your arms, Hilda. And back up. Now, twist your bolster to the right and put your right hand in contact with the bolster. Just the tip of the fingers can work. Lift the sternum, but move the right shoulder down as much as you can. Lift your left arm up, and looking at the bolster, push the left hand back, arching the spine gently. Move the belly in, and if you want to, you can also activate your buttocks to give more protection to your lumbar spine. And come back to center. Twist to the left, put your hand down on the bolster, activate your abdominal muscles. If you want, activate your buttocks, lift your right arm up, look at the bolster and arch in the spine, move the right hand back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Sit on your bolster again and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side, the other side. Lift your buttocks again. Put your hands behind your back with the top of the fingers touching the upper part of your buttocks. Move the 2 elbows close to each other. Belly in. Squeeze your butt. And lean back with your shoulders arching the spine. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back up. Now, from this position, when you feel like it, you can put the hands down on the bolster. So when you feel like it, means that if you feel that already this is quite challenging, you don't need to go to the stepping forward position. Okay? Every step that we do is valuable, has the same benefits in terms of energy. So start with the hands behind your back. Activate your abdominal muscles to protect the lumbar spine. Squeeze your butt. Start arching the spine. If you feel like it, put your hands down on the bolster. If you have the hands down on the bolster, push the sternum up and forward, still keeping the belly in and the abdominal muscles active. Keep the head aligned with the spine and don't drop your head back. And gently activate even more your abdominal muscles to lift your body up. Sit on the bolster. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. Okay. Now, the bolster next to the mat, because we're gonna use it again. Enter a tabletop position. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Now walk back with your knees just a tiny bit. Put your feet as wide as a mat. Tuck your toes under. Keep the shoulders back. Inhale. And with the exhalation, enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push your chest toward the knees. Stay there. And go back down. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine again. Then also on the other side. And again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you feel that your legs are a little bit too tight, you can bend your knees, but keep your chest toward the knees as much as you can. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, down again. Now, move your right knee close to the right hand. Okay, now move the right foot to the left and walk back with your left leg. Now, if you feel that it's quite challenging to stay in this position, we have the bolster. So you can put the bolster under the right buttock, giving you a little bit of support. Go down on the elbows. Interlace the hands. Push the chest forward and look forward. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lift your torso, put your hands down on the ground. And like we did a few minutes ago, push with the hands down on the ground, but imagine that you want to move the hands back. This movement will push your chest forward. Look a little bit higher than your eye level. Breathe out. Relax. Now, move the left hand in the middle of the mat. Twist your torso to the right. Put your right hand, if you can, outside of your left leg. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and look back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, if you can, if it's not too hard for you, bend your left leg and grab your foot. If it's too hard, just stay in the previous position, in the twisting position. Or if you cannot grab your feet, imagine that you have some light connecting the feet, the foot and the hand. Back to the starting position. Back to tabletop position, actually. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Now move the left knee to the left hand. Now move the left foot to the right and walk back with your right leg. If you need to, you can put a bolster under your left buttock and go down on the elbows. Interlace the hands, push the chest forward and shoulders back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your hands down on the ground. There, like we did before, push with the hands down on the ground and back, allowing the chest to move forward. Look higher than your eye level. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, relax. Move the right hand in the middle of the mat. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, twist. And if you can, put your left hand outside of your right leg. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and look back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, bend your right leg. If it's not too hard, grab your foot. Otherwise, you can either imagine that you have a connection between the hand and the foot, or you can stay in the previous version. 3 breaths. Yeah, there is one side which is easier compared to the other, I can see. And gently come back to a tabletop position. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Then also on the other side. Now sit on your heels. Take the bolster again. Widen your knees. Put the bolster in between your legs. If the bolster is a little bit too squishy, you can put blocks underneath. Tilt your head forward and lay down over the bolster, completely supported. Going to rise. And allow your body to relax, to let go. Turn your head on the other side. And keep on relaxing. Let go all tension. Moments. Slowly come back up. Now, put the bolster in the middle of the mat. Sit over the bolster. I want you to lay down over the bolster, and the end of the bolster has to be around your shoulder blades. So the shoulders will drop down toward the ground. The head can touch the ground, arching the upper part of the chest just for a few breaths. After that, you can enter straight away into Shavasana. So if you need to, you can already take the everything you will need for Shavasana. So eye cushion, I don't know, sweatshirt, everything that you will need, socks. Lay down over the bolster. Feel that the shoulder blades are supported, but the shoulders can move down. Keep your knees bent. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders. Arms are relaxed. Relax your body at your maximum. Allowing your body to relax, to let go. Stay there just for a few breaths. And starting from now, you can enter Shavasana. So to enter Shavasana, roll on one side, push away your bolster. If you want to, you can put the bolster under the knees, under the leg, and relax completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Slowly. So wiggling your toes and fingers, bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. You can sit on the bolster if you want to. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Thumb and index finger together, palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground, arms completely relaxed, shoulders, neck relaxed, face relaxed, eyes closed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.